On the playlist today, we talk about Summer Game Fest and E3's final countdown. So stay tuned to Metro Kingdom Radio and welcome back to the Switch side. Welcome everyone to Metro Kingdom Radio, your weekly Nintendo and gaming podcast where we talk about gaming news, merch, movies, and other fun stuff. Gaming, obviously games. It is I, your host, the best by far. It's me, it's J-Playstar, and three with my most summariest co-hosts here tonight. First off, we have Pizza MC Chris.
Yo, get that King Ice Sonic. Looks good.
Reunion.
Ooh,
Guys, I just went to the Lazy Boy furniture store and I bought myself a rocket launcher.
And ROB the Rob.
A rocket launcher. That's a good one.
That's how they pronounce it. It's like rocket launcher. It's on the chopper.
Yeah, get to the chopper.
I don't know why I sound like a jaguar just now.
Hi, everybody. Another week
Roar.
in the garage.
Man, oh man. So, we are at the final countdown. Before E3 hits, but you know, before we get into that, we've been hit with already some news skis, you know, with with I think the biggest news ever. We got the biggest crossover in gaming coming now, available now. Okay, we're not talking about Smash Brothers. Okay, you know what we're talking about.
Gundam?
You know what we're talking about. I'm talking about. I don't know, Rick. What are we doing here in Fortnite?
Oh,
Rick
yeah.
Sanchez is in Fortnite Season 7. What the heck is going on?
I
there's
don't understand why everybody's surprised about that.
I am.
Actually, it fits pretty well. I'm not that shocked.
Seeing as you're in his garage, Rob, I need you to elaborate a bit more on this. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not surprised? Was this not a shock to you?
No, because Fortnite has kind of established itself to be a hodgepodge, mishmash of characters, and they're kind of grabbing from any popular license that they can.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this was just like kind of a matter of time. And plus, with how Rick is a traveler of Rick and Morty or travelers of the multiverse, it only kind of makes sense that they can it's easy to just put them in the Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a lot easier, I think, to put them in the Fortnite than it was to put like Thanos. Like, does Fortnite have an actual storyline? You know,
yes.
Like, I don't know these things.
Yeah.
I've never played.
There's lore.
Yeah, there's lore to it. I mean, it's not like crazy good lore, but there is lore to it. Yeah. But yeah, so like, I mean, the season is about aliens, and if there's anything that Fortnite can do to get me to start playing it again, it's to put freaking Rick Sanchez in the game. Like, I don't know. When I saw that, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome, because he looks all cell shaded and everything. You know, and as a fan of Rick and Morty, I'm loving it. But that being said,
It's for diversity also.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
But that being said, the way to get Rick in the game makes me not want to play Fortnite again, which I feel like they kind of killed it, because you have to level up your battle pass essentially almost all the way up before you can actually unlock him.
So I couldn't just jump in the game this weekend and hopefully unlock him in like a couple hours?
Oh, I mean, how good are you at Fortnite?
I'm a noob, so
yeah, I
guess that's a no.
Because he's part of the battle pass, and how it works is like you when you play more, you unlock these like battle stars. It's a new thing. It's not how it was before, but yeah. So you unlock these battle stars, and then you use those battle stars to unlock like different levels of the battle pass. And yeah, Rick is like pretty much at the last part of that. So it's not like super quick to go and get him. which is very unfortunate because I feel like this, would like because a lot of Fortnite stuff they just make it where you could just buy these skins outright or like these dances, but Rick on the other hand is different.
Well, the art style looks
Is
way
it a permanent
better.
like skin or whatever though?
He is a permanent skin once you unlock him. Or oh, you mean like in the game? No, I
Yeah.
think once this battle pass is over, like once this season is over and this battle pass is done, you can't unlock Rick anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it me
so-
or like this game looks he looks way better than the other character models. Like he looks so much so much more interesting than any of the other Fortnite models.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's cell shaded. That's why.
I wish all the characters were cel shaded and just kept the environment 3D and all that.
Yeah.
Wind Waker Fortnite.
He's just sitting there next to the.
I mean, I
Anything
do
next to
like
the
this. I do enjoy the fact that like it's funny how people are like, "Where's Morty?" But then if you like look at some of the other things you could unlock like the hammer Morty. So essentially, Morty is in here, but Rick turned him to a hammer and uses him as a pickaxe in the game.
Nice. Well, and you don't know which
Morty.
Rick Sanchez it is too. It could be a totally
Dude,
different.
they got the butter robot.
Yeah, and the butter robot's like the other, like his backpack. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it says.
Oh,
what-
no.
Let's see. I mean, okay, so essentially you could technically buy Rick, but you'd have to essentially what you're doing is you buy like battle pass unlocks, like to unlock different levels of the battle pass. So it would cost more to unlock Rick than it would be to just buy like a new skin. Like some of these, like I don't believe Superman, which also was revealed to, is like that. I think Superman you just could straight up buy him with real money if you wanted to.
Can he he can fly. That's cool. Oh, I don't know actually.
Well,
Is
no,
part
he
of the-
can't fly. Yeah, the thing with Fortnite is a lot of these are just skins. Like everyone plays exactly the same. You just unlock. It's all just cosmetic. Like
Right,
none
right,
of this is advantageous at all to you. So, which I think is cool because everything's fair. But then at the same time, it's like you kind of lose a bit of the personality. And I
Yeah,
think-
yeah.
Yeah, and that's why like when people try to argue saying that like Fortnite's a better crossover than like Smash Brothers, like I kind of get upset with that because I'm like, well, no, because at least with Smash Brothers, it's like you actually got that character and put them into from their original game and plop them into Smash because they all are very different. They all have their own personalities and moves and everything. Whereas this, everyone plays exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of work went into Smash Bros. Not
Mhm.
so much on Fortnite.
Not to take away.
What about those forts that all those people are building? Take a while to make.
Yeah, not to take away from like Fortnite or anything, but Rob has a point. Each character there's a lot of time and effort put into each character, whereas this it's like it's a skin.
I want Mr. Poopy Pants to be in this.
Mr. Poop. Wait, is
his
that his name or is it Mr. Poopy?
Pants.
Is it
That's
Poopy
the yellow
Pants?
banana guy, right?
Oh my
no,
gosh,
no. Who's the guy who gets? He's the one that's like.
it's Mr.
the one who
Poopy
gets shot.
Butthole. That's his
Mr.
name.
Poopy Butthole. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you're saying that wrong, but
I
I can't
knew I was
correct
saying
you.
it wrong too.
Ooh wee.
You know what would be cool is if how there's that episode of Rick and Morty where like there was they have to lock down the house and find out who's a parasite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool if it was like that, but with Among Us,
Among Us.
Rick and Morty Among Us.
Which is
That'd be
something.
cool.
Yeah,
Which is the thing.
Probably don't
yeah,
have the bankroll
yeah.
to pay for that license though.
No,
Well,
yeah.
who would? Oh, you Rick and Morty. Yeah. Among Us wouldn't have the bankroll for that. Oh, maybe they might now. Maybe.
Freaking Dan Harmon could do it illegally, and they still wouldn't have the bankroll to sue them. So.
Yeah. So like so it's cool with all this like with this Rick stuff. You can unlock his dance too, I believe. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool crossover. I'm tempted to play Fortnite again just because of this, but after finding out that whole like battle pass situation with him, I don't think I want to play anymore.
You can always go back to playing Fall Guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very topical things you keep throwing over here to me, Ryu. So
Mhm.
I feel like I got to move over. But Chris, do you have anything to say about the Fortnite stuff?
Not really. You guys covered it. Not super excited, although I'm sure a lot of people are. It's kind of cool. I admire how they keep bringing out new skins and keeping the game fresh. Like the alien stuff looked pretty cool. Like they usually do a new season with kind of like viral updates in the game itself. So like people were getting abducted by aliens and they didn't know that this was going to happen. And so like you're in the battle, you're battling, and then like an alien would abduct someone, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" So I like that how the world is kind of like a persistent world in that sense.
Yeah.
Makes me kind of want to play the game, but I enjoy it more for just like watching what they're doing rather than playing it.
Yeah, and with it being an alien theme, everyone was saying that like there was like the rumors that Samus was supposed to be here, and then we saw that. Then we saw like the Epic versus Apple like proceedings, where they showed that Samus actually was considered. But then and so like when this battle pass was like shown off, everyone was going, "Oh my God, is Samus gonna show up?" But she didn't show up, and it's really funny because people were just like, when with Rick showing up, everyone's like, yeah, Samus looks pretty funny." Like, well, LOL, where's Samus? But that's not to say that with Nintendo's E3 coming up on Tuesday, that Samus couldn't show up in their like direct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
it's judging by the lack of news from Nintendo, it looks like they're saving up for like a bomb, like a megaton like of information. I guess.
Yeah.
Megaton.
Megaton. Remember that word?
Yeah.
Megaton.
Which is crazy because like to Ryu's point, we've been predicting a lot last year. We predicted quite a bit last week. And every single Thursday, I've been over here saying that that stupid new Nintendo Switch Pro is gonna be revealed like the next day on a Friday, and it hasn't happened. Like, where is it? It's not showing up. Like, I think we all need. Where's my butler? Butler, we need a all crow, because all of us need to start snacking on them. You know what I mean? Like, you want yours deep fried crisp, because I'm just saying, like, we all need to eat it, because like it's not happening. Where's our new Nintendo Switch Pro reveal?
I've never been so disappointed in you, Playstradamus.
There was a little inkling, at least. Oh wow, I didn't mean that with a pun, but that this wouldn't happen at all. That we wouldn't get anything that we're predicting. Like I said, how shitty would that be? Because I feel like that's very Nintendo for this to, get our hypes up. We are all board the train, come on, ride the train and ride it. And we end up, getting disappointed. So maybe no Switch Pro for E3.
Yeah.
Ooh, I mean, it's possible. It honestly
Expect
is.
a direct on June 16th.
You mean the 15th?
No,
Like, no,
it's over the 15th.
Another
I mean,
one.
And then the 16th is the day after E3 is over.
Another direct, just like there on the 16th.
There's no way they would release the console on E3. Announce the console on E3. I just don't see that happening.
Well, I could see them calling audibles and changing plans because of a lot of things.
Mhm.
Maybe it was going to launch this year and got pushed because of COVID,
yeah.
and that's why all the rumors went out there. Also, I know we're going to talk about Summer Games Fest announcements today, but one of the biggest games that people are waiting for was announced with a date, and that could throw a wrench in things. So I don't know. Once we get to it, I'll talk a little bit about it more. But I don't have full confidence we're going to get the Switch Pro announcement anymore.
Yeah, because we didn't get it last week, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rumors were all saying that it was going to be before E3, but it's like, how soon before
It's
E3?
now.
Like we're here. Like, it's E3.
Yeah.
Like, technically,
Saturday.
what starts off on Saturday.
It's too late, I think, because if they don't get their full press cycle. They don't, like, if they do it now, there's only a few hours before the next big announcement.
Mhm.
Like, if they did it last week, they would have had like 3 days of everyone talking about new Switch Pro.
What if now, like, they actually show it at their E3 Direct?
I mean,
oh no, but it says software, huh? It didn't say hardware.
Software only.
Yeah,
it's
you're
just
right.
software only.
They wouldn't say new hardware though, so.
He has a point, but they could have just not added the word software. You know what I mean?
Right.
They didn't have to say that if that was the case.
Yeah,
That's
there's
true,
two shows tomorrow. There's a ton on Saturday. There's Ubisoft, Gearbox, E3 pre-show. On Sunday, there's the Xbox one.
Like Capcom,
and
I think is Monday,
Square.
right? Yeah, Square I think is Sunday.
Capcom is Monday. Take-Two, limited run. I mean, Sony doesn't have something, but they'll probably drop some news. Like, there's no choice between now and then, unless they go against it and they drop it anyway. But I
Like
feel like it's
tomorrow.
not going to happen anymore.
I think I wonder if they're affected by the lack of like. I think we talked about this, right? The chip manufacturing shortage.
The
Well,
rumor was that they're using chips that are not as
in demand.
utilized by other companies. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was the rumor that
I
they're
don't
using
know.
something completely different.
So,
Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to say, like but it does kind of like derail our hype just a bit. You know what I mean? The fact that nothing has been shown yet, and it's like we already know that they're not going to show it at like on Tuesday. So it's like, oh, all that, like me going to Nintendo's Twitter every morning is probably
It's
going to
sad.
end tomorrow. Like tomorrow will be probably the last day that I click on Nintendo of America's Twitter in the morning, and then after that it's it, no more.
well, and you're lucky. I get those notifications pushed to me because I follow them and I set the notifications. So I get it on my watch. And every time there's a Nintendo tweet, I get so excited. They're freaking talking about Miitopia.
Yeah, it's like, is this the tweet you were looking for?
Yeah, I couldn't do that to myself. I'll get teased so much.
Yeah,
By Nintendo.
Yeah, like because every time I check it, I'll see like it says Nintendo posted something new, and I'm like, and then I look and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
like yeah, last one was Miitopia. You know, this one was Weezer.
They posted a Weezer one, which is kind of interesting. They posted one about Mario Kart 8, which makes me think there might be a Mario Kart coming, but like it's kind of a stretch.
It has been a while, I guess, but like it's only one per generation, so.
And I mean, yeah, but we're gonna get two Zeldas this generation. So.
Although I do like this one tweet though. This one tweet right here. Nintendo Switch Digital Deals event goes live on Tuesday 6/15. Stop by Nintendo eShop starting 8 at 10 a.m. Pacific time for some big savings on hundreds of games. So like literally right after the direct, like there's gonna be a bunch of games on sale on the eShop. So that's kind of exciting.
That's great.
I'm almost
excited
like
to see that.
I'm like halfway through, not even halfway through actually. I'm only like a third way through of like the eShop games I bought. But like yeah, I've been like I'm playing Hades right now, so
Oh man.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
almost done with it. I got to the final boss, or I think it's the final boss, and
I mean, you've already got like out of hell, right?
yeah.
Many times, I assume at this point.
Well, I just got out it for the first time like yesterday, so
Oh, nice.
yeah. So
Well,
we'll see.
what was your game time like when you finally got out?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even check.
Because I know a lot of people like kind of compare. They like to compare how many hours they played before their first like escape.
Let's see. How do you check the game time?
Oh,
I don't think there's a great way unless you have
like not unless you just go on your like Nintendo account, like on your
Okay.
main menu.
Well,
and you can see it right there.
it's just on
But
the
then
game it says 20 escape attempts. So
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Wow, that's not bad. On your
Yeah.
20th one, or dang, even before your 20th one, that's pretty good.
yeah, I was farming quite a bit. So you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. So, any like last minute E3 predictions you guys want to do? Because it's the final countdown. You know, like any final E3.
Well, this isn't a prediction, but my uncle who works at a very big video game company
Wow.
has told me, and his track record is 100%. There will be a new Call of Duty game coming. Get ready for that. You know, because they just announced season 4, but he actually told me that there is actually possibly, more than likely, a season 5 coming up within the next year or two. So check that
Wait.
out.
Why does Verizon have a whole 45-minute like time slot?
It's
for
just
Monday.
Is that mobile games?
it's just their sponsorship. I think these types of events get named after whoever sponsors it.
Mhm.
Well, here's the interest. Like to go with that, Rob. Like, wasn't E3 supposed to be for technology as well?
Yeah,
been a while since
Electronic
it's-
Entertainment Expo.
Yeah,
or
at one
something.
point it was, right?
Well, it was more CES. Like
Oh, okay.
it
Yeah,
was
CS
it was
definitely.
CES in Vegas and then E3 in Los Angeles. But
Yeah, and then
yeah,
E3
now it's just straight up games.
It's just straight up games. But before, I could have sworn because they used to show off at least like different like things. I guess that kind of go with gaming too, but
Yeah.
just like other technology as well. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting
After the
how it all
N-Gage,
came.
no one wants to take any chances.
I remember when that came. I so wanted an N gauge too.
It looked
Oh,
promising,
me
right?
too.
Oh, the end gauge. I thought you made an end game joke.
You
Oh.
talk on the phone like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
side
Oh
talk.
my God. But the update, the sequel, whatever came out, and then you can actually like use it normally.
Engage 2. I don't know.
It's N-Gage X.
Sidekick.
Maybe an NX or something.
Speaking of
something
like
NX,
old
the
NX,
NX.
yeah, the NX. The-
Tomorrow. Hashtag.
The
Speaking
revolution.
of old gaming things, I had recently seen like a Wonder Swan color go up for sale somewhere,
Ooh,
and I was like,
Ooh.
beautiful console.
what
or
is this console
handheld.
again? I forget, and I looked it up, and I was like, why is it that I never had this? And I was like, oh, because it was very hard. It was like very limited quantities, and most
It's
of
like
the games are all
like the
Japan.
Sega Saturn of handhelds.
Yeah.
But it was so nice
Beloved,
though,
but-
because like it had like the thing, and then you can like turn it from portrait to landscape, or portrait to landscape to portrait, and then like the controls still worked. I was like, what? This is so
wonder-
innovative. Why wouldn't this take off?
How big were those? Was the screen for the Wonder Swan? It looked kind of small, but I don't
Quite
know.
small.
Yeah.
3 point something, 2.2 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Apparently
all
they
I-
had-
4-year
N-Gage.
production life.
The
I'll let-
N-Gage screen was like super small, like it's like big as your thumb, kind of like.
yeah. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
cell phone screens were back then, all right.
I think after watching again, we're gonna go through some of the announcements for Summer Games Fest, but I have one updated prediction. I don't think we're gonna get Breath of the Wild 2 until at least summer of next year.
Oh, you mean the release or just showing off Breath of the Wild 2?
Release. We might get a trailer, but still, I don't think it's going to release this fall or early spring
Dang, Chris.
anymore.
Nintendo has broken Chris's spirit, like not showing.
Damn Metopia tweets.
Yeah, those
you
Metopia tweets have been like crushing Chris's spirit because now he's so like not hyped anymore. He's like trying to be
You
so
gotta get your-
realistic.
You gotta get your hopes down, and then you'll
This
get
is,
excited.
this is Nintendo we're talking about, guys. Come on, this is just.
Yeah, their biggest games are going to be Game Garage Builder and Mario Golf. All right, so get on the hype train.
Hey guys,
Uh.
we're here at E3 talking about Mario Golf Super Rush. Oh gosh, I don't.
Only there was like, if only
sounds
we could
horrible.
have like insurance on hype trains. Like, I would make so much money.
Isn't
just
that what
from
she
being a
sounded
Nintendo
like though?
fan.
In the host for those Super Rush like trailers? I could have sworn that's what the woman sounds like.
I don't even remember what they sound like.
Just watch it again. You'll be like, oh, that's Johnny. You're gonna be like, oh, was that? Are you sure that's not you, Johnny? That's talking about Mario Kart Super
Jeez.
Mario Kart Mario Golf Super Rush. All right, let's get into these.
They should have done
So-
that whole trailer with like a golf whisper commentator voice. I would have loved it.
So Geoff Keighley is talking
Mascot
about the
for Toys
summer.
R Us.
Who, Kigley?
It's a Jeff Keighley. Summer Game Fest kicked off today, which it's kind of funny that how this started, because remember how this began as like E3
Game
getting
Awards.
canceled last year, and then Jeff Keighley was like, "No, we're gonna make sure
something.
that the gamers are gonna get some news. We're gonna start
need their
a
fix."
Summer Game Fest," and so he did it, and then E3's back, but he's still like, "No."
Well,
we're-
but A3 didn't want to collaborate, right? And then now there's these two different things happening at the same time. Great for the gamers and pretty much good for the industry, but it is odd that these are not collaborations. E3 and Summer Game Fest are two different events.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, it's crazy though, right? Okay. So, like, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that was shown off here, Chris. I know, like, what was the thing you want to talk about?
I don't need to go in order.
Yeah, we don't have to go in order because
Okay.
I don't even
But-
know what the order was.
I'm gonna go with the biggest one.
Do the
which is
highlights.
They saved this for the last. This was the biggest last announcement that everyone's been waiting for.
Mhm.
Not a lot of overlap with Nintendo fans, but Elden Ring, which is from Miyazaki, who is
Ooh.
the guy behind Dark Souls, Bloodborne, those games,
Oh,
and
love
George
Miyazaki.
R.R. Martin,
I
who's behind Game of Thrones.
trust Rob. When he said that, I was like, You mean like Hayao Miyazaki? We talking about like My Neighbor Totoro
I had
here?
to, I had to bite my tongue. Like I was holding back so hard. I was like, don't say Kiki, don't say Kiki, don't say Kiki.
Kiki's
Spirited
delivery
Away, we're
service
getting
of
that.
Dark Souls.
Dude, I love
so
Kiki.
it's
I watched
basically
Kiki
Dark
for the first
Souls.
time a couple years ago, and I fell in love with it.
Oh man, can we
Sorry,
just
but I
talk
had to
about
say
like
that. Dark Souls
Miyazaki
creator.
movies?
Collaborating with the Game of Thrones creator. And a lot of people are
That's-
excited for it. You watch the trailer, it looks like a expanded Dark Souls. It looks great. But
Great for everybody except for Game of Thrones fans. Still waiting
Yeah,
on that damn
further
book.
delays, right? It'll never happen. That's out there. Again, not a lot of overlap with Nintendo fans, but the rest of the gamerverse is pretty excited. And that's coming out on January of 2022. That's why I say, I mean, Arceus is going to have some trouble, but I mean, at least there's not a lot of overlap. There would be overlap with something like Breath of the Wild too. And
Yeah,
so
I get you.
Different demographics. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
mean-
literally the day before Arceus too, huh?
it's the day. It's is it the same? Wow, I thought it was the same week, but the day before. That's insane. I think that's going to take away a little bit of sales just because Arceus and like Breath of the Wild 2 are the hardcore gamers who don't play Nintendo games. They'll jump in for these games. They'll jump in for Breath of the Wild. That's like the main one. They'll probably jump in for a Metroid Prime. But even if there's not a lot of overlap, it could take away people from those.
Correction, it's a week. You were right. It's a week
Okay.
before.
But still, huge game, huge announcement. Outside of that, there were quite a few. I think one that you guys would be interested in is Metal Slug Tactics.
I was gonna bring that up. I was waiting. I wanted to know your reaction to this, Chris, because
I'm down.
yeah,
I'm totally gonna play it. It looks to me almost like Advanced
Wars. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why
It's
I wanted to know
basically-
your take on it.
I mean, tactics games, they're hit or miss sometimes. Like the quality of them, it's all about like the level design, scenario design. But I always loved Metal Slug, so I think it kind of fits.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
So it
I
looks
I
good.
know like when it comes to some tactics games, like you love Advance Wars, and
do.
you also are sad because you do not partake in the Fire Emblems, but it's the same people who make Advance Wars.
They're pretty different
So
games
like
though.
they at the Advance War team now just make Fire Emblems, and so it made me wonder when I saw this.
Yeah.
I was like, I think this is what Chris has kind of been waiting for. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he's totally down with this, and the game looks great. Like I mean, I
looks
love
great.
Metal Slug too, and I do like the characters that they've shown off so far with Marco and Theo.
It's a lot of characters.
I want Theo for
actually.
Smash so bad after that trailer.
Yeah, I
They
wanted
look
a Metal
great.
Slug. Remember when the Nintendo leaked the day before that we were getting an SNK character for Smash the next day, and
Were
then
people say
like
Metal Slug?
yeah, and so there was a lot of people going, "Oh my God, is it going to be Metal Slug? We finally going to get some Theo up in Smash," which would have been really cool. But of course, the obvious answer was going to be Terry, which it ended up being. But
Honestly, I would have rather had Keith Howard, but that's just my pick. So
you and your geese, Howard, get out of here.
predictable.
You, you and your.
Oh, hey, if anyone's listening right now, you should look up some Keith Howard attack videos.
I need to see like a goose in Geese Howard's outfit. That's what I need. Well, two geese. There you go. Yeah, but to me, like a lot of the games that were shown off here, this one was the one that kind of like got me the most hype, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
It also
Yeah.
helps
Yeah.
that it looks like it's the most likely to be on a Nintendo system. So
I think it was confirmed. I think it was.
okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, of
Not
course, I would have
100%
taken a
sure.
new Metal Slug too, though. So.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing with this announcement is like, it started off looking like it's just basically a new Metal Slug, and it wasn't. So a mixture of disappointment and excitement, but hopefully they do bring one eventually. When was the last time we got one?
I love Metal Slug 10, right?
Anthology or 10? Yeah, it's 10, I think. Yeah.
I think it was 10 because everything else was just re-releases after that.
Also, this trailer, like, I would love to see a Metal Slug anime, like in this style, like in the cutscenes.
Yeah, they look great. Yeah.
Yeah, it actually like
for sure.
it made me hype and disappointed that we got the game, but we probably like there's no chance of that anime happening. Maybe there is.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so there was another announcement. Let's see. I don't know if people here play Borderlands, but there's a
I love
spin-off of
Borderlands.
Borderlands called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Yeah, I'm a little bit
Same art
excited about that.
style. It looks like a similar like looter shooter, fun gameplay, but in a fantasy setting, and it looks really cool. I have a lot of friends who are Borderlands fans. Are you guys?
I love Borderlands.
Yeah. Probably not a Switch game. I don't
And I
think.
love Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina's hilarious.
What's
So
her
is
deal?
she a spin-off character or not spin-off, but is that like
She's
a
an
spin-off
NPC.
game?
Yeah, she's an NPC. She started out in Borderlands 2. Her thing is she's survived on her own. She's a kid that survived on her own in this crazy ass world that Gearbox created. And
Cool.
she talks nonsense, or at least in the game that I played Borderlands 2. I never played Borderlands 3, so I don't know how she's developed. But in Borderlands 2, she talked you understood what she was saying, but it was in a nonsensical way.
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool. That's honestly like those are some of the best characters, to be honest.
Kind of.
Yeah.
What's her name from Suicide
She
Squad?
likes exploding stuff up
like Harley
too, just
Quinn,
like all the
almost?
folk in.
Oh, Harley Quinn. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
She's voiced by Ashley Birch, who's pretty cool in the gaming industry, as well as it has the talent of Andy Samberg, Wanda Sykes, and Will Arnett. So
Will
that's-
Arnett?
What?
Batman?
Andy Samberg from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and all the other things you know him from.
Nice.
Huh.
Sure,
I need to make mention of this, okay? Is it really Borderlands, Rob, or is it Borderlands?
Borderlands.
Because I've never, I don't play the game, so even though I had it on my PS3, I had Borderlands 2, but I've always called it Borderlands. So, but since you're the bigger fan, is that how it's pronounced? Is it really Borderlands, and I've just been saying it wrong?
I just don't think anyone really stresses it as much as you do. Like you're clearly
true.
saying lands.
Yeah.
Like, but it makes sense because if you said when I think about it, it's Wonderland, Tomorrowland. Like you always say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It just always came out Borderlands.
I'm waiting for a tiny Balan Wonderworld. I'm gonna be really hyped for that one.
Best
I
Switch
guess-
game of all time.
I guess my real question is, do they actually say Borderlands in the game? Like, they never mention it, right? So it's just one of those, like,
because
we have to just know how it's, we just take a guess.
yeah, because it's always. At least I'm pretty sure both games that I played were on a planet called Pandora,
Mm-hmm.
and
There's no character named John Borderlands.
no. And then I'm trying to think about it right now as I'm telling you guys. I'm like, was there a time where they're like, "Hey, you're gonna have to go out into the Borderlands"?
You know-
Yeah, right?
You know, Border, we really are the lands of us.
It's the final, it's like the final level in there, like the final area.
Is it officially
Borderlands.
pronounced Splatoon or Splatoon?
It's Splatoon.
Splatoon,
because-
yeah.
Yeah, because they've said it when it was first announced, and I've never heard anyone like that worked at Nintendo pronounce it Splatoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because it's supposed to be on Platoon, right?
Yeah, because it's off the
Yeah.
word platoon. So
well, it's both Splat and Platoon.
Platoon. So,
Yeah.
but every time I watch like Nintendo Directs or anything, they
Splatoon.
pronounce it Splatoon. They never say Splat. The only person I know who actually pronounces it Splatoon is Kyo. So
It's
I
our,
don't
it's
know.
our, yeah,
Actually, I
resident
think-
cozy corner.
I think I
Yeah.
pronounce it Splatoon also, even though I know I'm wrong. But like,
I don't know anyone else that really says it like that, because I could have sworn you also say Splatoon too, Ryu. So
yeah.
yeah, I
Wait,
know it's
so-
one of those things, man.
If there's a game out there that's like shoot and loot, is it called Border Light or Border Like?
Stupid. That was like a segment I wanted to do too, where we just like try to figure out how certain like video game
Names are
character
pronounced.
and names are pronounced, and it all sparked because of like Chris and I like realizing that
Roguelike.
we're saying Machop like differently.
Machop, Machop.
Yeah, because they're
Machop,
like, is it Machop? Is it Machop? Is it Machop?
it-
Like,
Is it Ponyta or
Muchu-
Ponita?
right?
It has to be Machamp, right? Because he's a champion. He's wearing that belt.
Yeah, no, but it's the that's the part that everyone, because is it Is it Ma?
Machamp.
Yeah.
Machamp.
Is it May? Like, it's like
Machamp.
Machop.
Machop. Oh my
Machop.
gosh.
But
Oh,
like
man.
because in the
Well,
in the
Ash-
show they say Machop. Or
Machop.
no, it's so weird though, because they switch between the two, between Ma and Ma. So
I wonder, I'm sure we can find like the person who did the translations for like the original Red and Blue games.
oh yeah, he could
It's like
probably tell us how it's pronounced.
DM'd him, like,
mean, The animes, they are canon, but people
Mhm.
pronounce things differently anyway. Like even Pikachu says his name Pikachu. None of us call it Pikachu.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Or Pika P.
Pikachu.
Or are we all doing it wrong?
I mean, it's tech, it's Pikachu, but of course we say Pikachu. Like we say it with the American accent. We Naruto it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pikachu.
we don't say.
Pokemon.
We Naruto
Po-
it.
Well, there's
yeah,
an accent on the E.
yeah. It's it's supposed to be Pokemon, right? But we
Pokemon.
say Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yeah, there's Pokemon. There's Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Everyone says it.
Pokemon.
Of course, the biggest like mind blow for me was Rayquaza, because I've been calling him Rayquaza the whole time.
Rayquaza. Everyone calls him Rayquaza.
Yeah, and then
Really?
when they finally said it, I was like Rayquaza, and I'm like, it makes
Oh,
sense.
that sounds wrong.
It sounds
Does
wrong, but it
sound
makes
wrong.
sense because it's supposed to be Quasar, like Rayquaza.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why.
I
But
didn't even know that.
yeah, but we've been calling him Rayquaza because it just sounds better.
Okay, moving on. There was a new trailer for Tales of Arise. Are you interested in this one?
So yeah, I saw that. I don't know, cause like
Oh, is that
I
just
mean,
Tales?
it looks cool. Like it's more
I
epic
don't know.
than a lot of
Is
these other
this-
Tales
is-
games.
Apparently, the 17th entry in Tales.
Yeah,
main
it is.
entry in the
Yeah.
Tales series. Jeez, Louise.
Yeah, because the last one was Tales of. It wasn't
Vesperia?
Tales. It wasn't Zestiria. There was one after Tales of Zestiria. But I didn't play it, which oh, Berseria. I believe that was the last. Oh no, there's
Oh,
also
Berseria.
Berseria was the last like mainline one.
I haven't played
on
one in a decade, maybe.
Berseria was the last mainline console Tales. And then there's Tales of Crestoria, which is a mobile only Tales. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, but Berseria I never played, although that one I feel like I should have played because it seemed really cool because like, you like play as like this kind of like vampire
Vampires.
demon girl. Yeah, who's like, I believe her name is it Crimson? I forget, but she's like super badass. So
sounds
Velvet.
lazy.
Her name is Velvet Crow. Yeah, so and she looks super badass, so I kind of feel bad that I didn't play it because the last one I played was Zestiria. It's Tales of
No,
Zest-
I mean,
I just realized like the only Tales of game I've ever played was Tales of Destiny. That's just like 20 plus years ago.
2001.
and that's not even. It's not even. Wait, did you play? You didn't play Symphonia?
No, I only played Tales of Destiny. The
I
one
think I
for
might have played
PS1.
Symphonia.
I think I just found a new waifu.
Oh, Velvet.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she's pretty waifu.
It's
yeah.
pretty funny that like we're talking about Borderlands and Tales of, because like those games when they came out they're pretty innovative. Like
I
Yeah.
mean,
For
Tales
RPG.
started back in '95.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, Tales. The original Tales of.
Oh wait, hold on. Are you looking at a Wikipedia page right now?
No,
All right,
but I can't.
clear it away. Close that.
Okay.
Quick trivia quiz.
Okay.
Name as many Tales games as you can.
Oh my
Tales of
gosh! Wait,
Destiny.
I'm trying to remember what the very first game was called, and I had forgotten. Okay, well, there's
I can only
Tales.
think of
There's
one.
Tales of
Let's see if you can get
Symphonia.
to like 7.
That's it.
Okay, are we taking turns or like? Okay,
That's all
okay.
you, buddy.
I guess.
It's all good. It's all me, huh? It's Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Hearts, Tales of Destiny, Tales of Zestiria, Tales of Exilia. I mean, I said the other one, Tales of Crestoria, and then like Tales of Arise is coming out. Then there's also, I mean, I guess we can't say Tales of Symphonia 2, but there's Tales of Vesperia. Why can't I remember the first game?
Because that one is. Isn't it similar to another game?
Oh my god, I can't remember the first game. But yeah.
All right, you got like 7. That's
I
pretty
got-
good.
yeah.
It's for the Super
What if
Nintendo.
I told you it sounds like a Disney movie?
Jeez, you just
It does.
It, yeah.
It sounds like it.
Or it also kind of sounds like a Sega MMO.
Yeah, Tales of
Oh,
Inside Out.
Fantasia. That's right. That's the first one. Yeah. I
You
was
are
like-
missing one more game, I think.
Oh, really? There's one that I missed.
Yeah, and it's actually a really easy one. Technically, you already said it.
Did I say Tales of Hearts already? I say Destiny. I know I said Destiny. Tales of. I
Sonic
said
and Tails.
Fantasia. Yeah.
Tales of Sonic and Tails.
I'll give you a hint. Tales of blank. Electric Boogaloo.
Tales of what?
Tales of blank Electric Boogaloo.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
sequel to a couple of the ones you said.
I mean, I know there's Tales of Symphonia 2. And then
Let's
there's
do that.
I think it's
yeah,
older than that one. Yeah, it's older than that one.
it's older than that one.
But it's a
Tales
sequel.
of Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I know Destiny had a sequel.
Tales of Destiny 2 Adventure Battle.
Was
Um,
Tails in Sonic and Knuckles?
I
Um,
believe
He wasn't
so.
selectable, was he?
He is. He is.
I think
Sonic and Knuckles.
he is. Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
messed up that he's not on the cover then.
He's
Sonic and Knuckles, no Tails.
You know, there's
How'd
a
that
Tales
come up for you?
game.
What's
dorkly.
that?
Huh?
How did that come up for you? Where did the Sonic
we
and
keep-
Knuckles come
we keep
from?
talking about Tails.
Because I was thinking Tales of Sonic and Knuckles fame, but I don't remember playing as Tails in Sonic and Knuckles.
You know,
Right, yeah,
it's-
yeah. Because you had Knuckles. Why would you want to play as?
Why would you ever
Exactly.
play
Yeah,
as
exactly.
anyone else?
Dorkly made a really funny video about that. You should check that out. With like they're talking to like I think it's Sonic meets his agent or something. And they were like talking like saying like, yeah, Sonic, we gotta go
No.
big. We gotta go big for your next game. And then they're like, you mean
Ooh, yeah.
Sonic 4? And he's like, no, we're talking about Marquee. And he's like, Sonic and Tails. And he's like, Tails, can you leave? And then like
Wait.
he introduces Knuckles.
It says here that Tails is not selectable,
Yeah.
Oh.
and it's only a one-player game. You can't do two players at once.
Wikipedia.
Interesting.
Wikipedia to the rescue.
Wow, so apparently there's a franchise called Tales Adventure, and there's 3 of them. I didn't know that.
Doesn't.
Or wait, that's not real. Never mind, that's fake.
I think.
But
for
there
the
is a Tales
longest
Adventure game
time-
though.
For the longest time, every time a Tails game would come out, I didn't know it was part of the same series. I just thought it was a new game, a new like people were just using that. Like
Oh,
you know how
yeah.
they used 64 at the end of every game in 64.
Yeah. No, Tails is totally a thing. And so I mean to go back to my thing about Tales of Arise, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Like it's interesting
What a
because like
tangent.
I don't know if I liked the trailer, if it got me hyped enough because it seems like they're going with more, they're trying to go with more like dark, you know, like themes, and they're trying to like not make it all whimsical and stuff, but the characters still look pretty anime. So like I'm kind of confused because like, you know, there are some things where they try to make it look, you know, like, you know, with like a darker tone and, you know, like you know, darker atmosphere and everything, but then, you know, everyone still kind of looks like, then they still try to throw bright colors at it. So I don't know if like how much I enjoyed watching that, because for me, like Tales games, I like the bright colors. Like I love the whimsical like nature of it and everything like that. So that's why when I see this, I'm like, I don't know how much I really like that, like how they're trying to combine like the two, because I don't know how much I'm digging it, and you know, like the characters too. So I don't know, because I mean, to me, like, you know, Tales peak is like Tales of Vesperia is like one of the best damn Tales games ever. Oh, Tales of the
was that-
Abyss! That's the one I missed.
Was the Tales of the Abyss, was the Vesperia the tactics one? Did they change? They
No.
made one as a tactics game, right? Or was that a different franchise altogether?
I don't know if they made a Tales Tactics. You might, I mean, maybe, but I don't believe so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yet,
Yeah.
how
There was
could I
one
have
that was like a World War II like cell shaded game. No.
Oh, that's not Tales. You're thinking of
Did
Oh
Suikoden?
my god,
Wind Waker?
no, I can't remember. Something Trails of something Cold Steel. My god.
Cold
Secret of
Steel.
Trials of
I think-
Mana? No.
Valkyria Chronicles.
Valkyria Chronicles. There you go.
Oh yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why did that? Maybe Chronicles was it that got me.
Valkyria. I mean, Tales of Valkyria sounds like a Tales game.
It does.
So.
It's around that time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. I've seen it's actually, or my friend loves that game. Like,
played
he
it.
says it's awesome. So
I didn't play it very much, but it was fun.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So I don't know.
um,
Like, you know, this new Tales game, it is what it is to me. I don't know if I'm gonna get it just because. Yeah, the last Tales game I owned was Zestiria, which I enjoyed Zestiria, even though I didn't finish it, but I really enjoyed it because it did bring about what I liked about Tales games, like the bright colors, you know, fantasy, all that.
There are a couple more announcements, not too many, that I think are relevant for us. Did you guys see Solar Ash, the new game from Annapurna?
Oh,
I heard
didn't
about that,
I
yeah.
didn't see the trailer for it.
Watch
How
the
many
trailer.
games
That's
those people make?
That's the people
make
who
a
made
ton.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Yes, Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah.
I actually never played that game, although obviously it has a huge following. But it looks great. It looks so fluid. Kind of
Yeah.
like you're skating and fighting at the same time, almost as fluid as like a Spider-Man game, but like with an indie kind of feel. It looks great. Just check it out though.
It honestly reminds me a lot of Hyper Light Drifter, even though it's a 3D game. Like it's a different genre, but like it kind of has that movement-based action, which is what I really like about like I like games with great movements. Like Celeste is a great example of that too.
Yeah. Okay, so did you actually played through Hyper Light Drifter?
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I actually finally beat it like a week or two ago.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I've been meaning to brag about it on the next What the Child I've been playing, but this will do fine.
Oh, that segment that we haven't talked about in a while because of all the news. Yeah.
All the
Cool.
news.
Well, looking forward to that. And the other one I think is kind of relevant, Jurassic World Evolution 2. What's Jurassic World Evolution 1? Actually, I have to look this up.
Is Chris Pratt in it? Because that's all I care about. Like.
Well, this one has Jeff Goldblum announcing it, so that's.
Oh,
even
really?
better.
Oh,
He's not, I don't know if he's.
Which was really cool. Was it like a? Oh, this is the construction. This is the
Yeah.
SimCity.
SimCity, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Jurassic.
I was hoping for a Jurassic World like shooter or like first or third person like
But
adventure game.
you get to make a city and get all the
I mean-
dinosaurs to eat your people?
It has it's extremely highly rated for people that like that genre
Yeah.
because it's like SimCity, but also there's not just natural disasters, there's dinosaurs.
Right. But it's like I don't know. It felt like it does look like one of those games that like it should have been called, I don't know, SimCity Jurassic World Edition or something, or like how Hyrule Warriors has warriors in it. It would have been like Jurassic City. Would have been a better name. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool dinosaurs.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, that's the hypest part.
He was pretty good. He's always good. And I guess the last one I'd call out is Death Stranding Director's Cut, which I didn't play the first one, or I didn't play Death Stranding. But I thought the trailer was pretty interesting because it was a clear reference to Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
So
Really? Oh, I gotta see
kind of
this.
interested to see why.
Oh, you didn't see it yet? Or
Not
did you-
the director's cut trailer. Is it
Oh, okay.
reference to one or
No,
two?
I watched it, but like we don't know to just the series as a whole because Norman Reedus' character, he takes a cardboard box
Yeah.
and he jumps inside it, and it's like it doesn't make any sense, but obviously that's a callback, right?
Yeah.
And
it's a snake.
I don't know. I mean, what's he gonna do? What's Kojima gonna do this time?
Norman Reedus.
Also, there's that voice. Oh wait, no, that's not. I thought it was from the trailer. It's freaking Donnie doing that voice.
Well, I think what. So one interesting thing too is you thought it was
yeah, because I'm watching it and I'm like Norman Reedus. I'm like, whoa, is this?
Ryu, you're watching the game trailer.
Oh, there was another announcement that you guys would be interested in. Monster Hunter Stories 2.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a new game or is that a new trailer for an existing?
It's a new
announcement?
trailer for something that was announced.
Man, what a freaking awesome time to be a Monster Hunter fan! Like,
Right?
you're getting so much like content. I don't know how many spin-offs that IP has, but it's killing it. It's getting more love than Pokemon.
It's
Not too
crazy how much like nerd culture has been, bigger and bigger. And like I remember there was a time when like Monster Hunter was like a Japanese PSP exclusive. Like
I
back in
remember
the
too.
day, yeah, and then people would, like import it, play claw style.
And you'd have to like look up
Yep.
game facts to read it because it's so like confusing in Japanese, and even in English it's esoteric as hell. It's so
Claw
confusing.
style right here, Ryu. Claw style.
Claw style.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's funny how like Ryu
What a
mentioned that because I
beat,
remember mentioning that once when we were talking about Monster Hunter, that whole claw style on the PSP.
I wonder, like, does it? I've never tried it really on PSP, so like, is it as uncomfortable as it looks, or do you get used to it?
It's just as uncomfortable as it looks. Hey Rob, look familiar to you? Help
I
me!
sell that to you.
You got that
Help
nub.
me, Daddy! This is
Okay,
Rob's
cool.
old PSP.
My old PSP.
I
Wow.
bought it off of him.
Rob, you bought the N-Gauge killer? Nice.
This is like the
Yeah.
OG. Like this is the very first like PSP model, like the 1000.
Yeah.
Like, model.
Okay, because I bought the PSP Go,
Oh, okay.
and then
Well,
I gave
have
that.
it.
I guess I
Um,
sold that one to you. I
I
probably
eventually did get a Vita, which is a gorgeous machine, but like, the Switch does everything better.
Yeah,
So,
then which I thought was kind of funny when like people who tried to hate on Nintendo when the Switch was first announced, people are like, "Oh, LOL, have fun with your Vita," and I'm just like, "You guys are gonna be converted in, like within the next year."
Yeah.
Which they all did. So what would I say?
Well, so since all right, I guess this is a segue to the question I wanted to ask earlier.
Mm.
You guys made a comment about some games only having one game per generation or per
Mhm.
console.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we have the Switch, which is technically taking the space of the portable hardware that Nintendo
point.
would have came out, does that mean we might get more iterations of a game on the Switch?
I mean,
I think so.
probably. I mean,
I think
like
so.
some games already have, right?
Well, so does that mean that that little Mario Kart tease that maybe we are getting another Mario Kart? Because there's
Yeah.
been a Mario Kart on a console, then a Mario Kart in GBA
Well,
or
we haven't
Game Boy
gotten
or
a,
whatever.
we haven't got a new Mario Kart for Switch, so
I mean, deluxe technically is like
Yeah,
it's a technicality, but my reason for that, Rob, why I don't think they will is because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe makes too much
Killing it.
money, because it's still the
Kinda
highest
priced.
selling Switch game like out there, like one of the highest selling Switch games.
Why make
Um,
something to compete with yourself?
Exactly. So yeah, they're
makes
not going to
sense.
do it
I
until
mean-
like the game stops selling.
Yeah,
Nintendo
because
made,
they could just drop a DLC character and all of a sudden everybody's back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
like check this right here. Like just last year, Nintendo sold 10.6 million copies of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that's just in
What-
last year. That's
what's
just
the-
1 year.
What's the install base for the Switch right now? 40, 50?
With Mario Kart.
No, install like base.
Oh,
just-
how many people own a Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch? Ooh, I don't know. Let's see. I have to look. Time to do some
Because-
research.
A lot of us would buy the next one, even though we had 8 Deluxe, right? Like most of us
Yeah, I
would buy
would.
it.
Even
So-
if I don't have it. Even if I did have it, I know for a fact I would buy it.
Oh, you don't have it.
Yeah, but I know for a fact that I would buy it even if I had it deluxe.
Yeah, I mean, according to
80.
Statista, it's
84.
Damn,
84 million, if that's true. But still,
that-
like
faster than DS? That can't be faster than DS, right?
well, yeah. I mean, it's catching up. It's not there yet, but
and
yeah.
8 Deluxe has sold 35 million. So that's the attach rate. Is really, really high.
Mhm.
I guess they can probably see it plateauing. Once they plateau, then they would release the new one.
Yeah, the Nintendo Switch, yeah, 84.59 as of like I don't know, May 6th of this year. So, I mean, that's crazy. Like the Switch is like right now the 8th best selling console of all time,
Of all time.
which is
Of
crazy.
all
The
time.
8th. Like it's like it's literally right behind the PS3. It's going to catch up to the PS3 eventually. The next, because the PS3 sits at 87.4 mil. So I mean, with this like Switch Pro coming out, like it's gonna catch up to it. The big question though is if it's ever gonna break the next one, which is the Wii, sitting at 101.6
It-
million.
It
So-
depends on what we consider, because if the Switch Pro counts, then it will.
It does, yeah. Usually, whenever it's just like an upgraded iteration, it usually counts.
So like
for
all of the 3DS is counted.
Yeah,
All of them.
so right now, so Game Boy and Game Boy Color sit at number 3, and like Game Boy Color, even though we view it as a separate console, it's still a Game Boy. So they kind of, you know what I mean? Like they put it together because it still plays like everything, and yeah, they consider it the same. Like they call it the Nintendo DS family. So like that includes a DS, DS Lite, DS XL, DSi, like all of that put together. Yeah, where and then like 3DS family. Yeah, so it's like that.
The Switch family.
Yeah, so essentially the Switch family, because it does include
Do-do-do-do.
Switch Lite as well.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. Yeah. So, like
It
it's pretty
works
big.
on multiple levels.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. Yeah, so yeah, so other things that were announced at Summer Game Fest, I did think it was interesting,
Among Us?
and Among Us,
Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us.
Because they're gonna add hide and seek mode, which I thought was pretty cool.
Ooh.
You guys
And,
did that already? I mean, like the community made one.
No, I haven't played the community made one, but
Good.
it's I like that it's they're gonna have it in an official setting.
Officially,
But
yeah.
I also too like the new roles with like sheriff and was it scientist?
It's really cool. I mean, it
Yeah.
worries me that it's going to get a little bit less mainstream, but because that's complicated, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to sound more because originally this game already sounded like Mafia, but walking around, but now adding a sheriff and like
Sheriff,
a scientist,
werewolf,
like
yeah.
it sounds even more like Mafia, where
Yeah.
like how there's the cop. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. What's up, Rob?
Oh no, so I guess I've gotten to a point where I don't really think about Among Us.
Us.
I don't really think about Among Us very often. So when I see it like out in the world, I always read it as Among Us because it always tends to be just like really close to each other. No,
The way the title is written, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Or
I mean, it became a meme where
Like
anything
fungus?
that kind of looked like any of the crewmates, they would just say Among Us, where it would
Yeah,
say
no N.
AMOGUS, and then
Amogus.
like to the point where somebody found like a chicken nugget in a BTS meal, and that looked like a
That-
crewmate, and that thing sold for what is it like 90,000, 100,000?
This
Oh
is
my
like-
god!
It makes me both like so happy to know that this happens in the world and also pissed off because
Yeah.
it's so stupid. It's so dumb. I
Yep.
instantly wanted to get a freaking chicken nugget too. Just
I mean, I guess that's a nugget right there, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you, Chris. Like whenever I see whenever I see stupidity like that, like it makes me like upset, but also happy too because at least it's like the gaming universe is getting out there, So it's
Yeah.
just like I like it, but it also upsets me. So
Like I don't know, like I feel like it would deteriorate in value though, because Among Us is going to be less and less popular throughout
I
the
mean, it
years.
already is, in my
I
opinion. Like,
mean,
I don't-
whoever sold it was smart. They were smooth like butter. Let me tell you.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is this a BTS reference? Because we're talking about the BTS meal, which I haven't actually tried yet. Have
It's
you
not
tried
I
it?
even
had
a
to,
thing,
I'm
it's just
actually
the
looking it up
packaging.
right now to know what it is.
It's just the packaging, but I want it.
What's really funny is like, so
Nuggets.
in America, we don't get anything from the BTS meal. Like we don't get the boxes or anything. We only get the bags, which is funny because I went to McDonald's once and I got the BTS meal bag and I was like, I could sell this for like $20 on eBay right now. But the BTS meal, like what makes it special here is that, you just get the special sauces. That's it. Like that's literally all it
Wait.
is. It's just for the special
Wait,
sauces.
it's
Cajun and
special
sweet
sauce?
chili.
Yeah. Huh. Well, say the sauces
Is
again, Rob.
it limited edition?
Yeah. There's
Limited time.
limited time, and you could only get them by getting the BTS meal.
What are the sauces?
Cajun and sweet chili.
Oh man, I hope Rick Sanchez isn't a fan of BTS. Jeez. Oh yeah,
Full
everyone
circle,
going
guys.
there.
Full circle.
I would, if I could do an impression of Rick, I would do it right now of him talking about like that.
So the guy who sold the nugget threw in, because they asked for it, threw in the Rick and Morty sauce as well.
Szechuan sauce.
He just happened to have it, I guess.
That
It's
sauce
funny.
is tainted.
That's one of the things too about like how the internet can like you said, Chris, like for me, like do something so stupid, but then also like where they like tried to
Entertaining.
like get McDonald's to get the Szechuan sauce back, but then and so when we finally got it back, and I remember eating it, and I was like, yeah, this wasn't as good as I remembered it being back then.
I don't think it was ever good. You
Yeah,
just-
right. That's what I was saying. It was just one of those things that just because like Rick and Morty cracked a joke about it, everyone's like, "We need it back. It's the greatest thing ever." And
But
then
you're
I tried it,
saying-
and I'm
you're
like,
You're saying the memeness didn't increase the flavor profile?
no, it did not.
It actually decreased it.
the best, yeah, right, Rob. The best like McDonald's and like Disney crossover I enjoyed was the Hercules one when they had like the triple like burger meal or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, no.
Yeah,
Mm.
right? Wasn't that the best?
That was the
Was
first
it-
time in my life I ever had a
was it-
triple cheeseburger.
Was it
Yep.
like 3 patties and 3 cheese?
Yeah, it's 3 patties, 3 cheese.
It was,
and
it was a
triple
big deal at
cheeseburger.
the time.
Yeah, it really was. Like, I mean, obviously you could just go to In-N-Out and do that now, but back then, when McDonald's McDonald's first offered it, I was like, oh my god, I need to have that.
Are we talking the Disney movie or like the WB TV
Oh,
show?
the Disney movie.
The Disney movie. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
way long ago.
Because the Szechuan sauce was a Mulan collab. That's why. So
Disney and McDonald's, they have like that ABC connection or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
From Among Us to McDonald's.
Among Us.
From Among Us
Among Us.
to McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, to get back summer Game Fest. I mean, to me, like, I think that's mostly pretty much everything that.
That's the big ones.
Yeah, I mean, of course, like something we already that they had announced prior was that Smite is gonna get a Stranger Things collab with, so Eleven's gonna be in there, the Demogorgon's in there, and so is Hopper. So I mean, that's kind of cool.
I'll throw in, since Ryu did this already. What T'Challa been playing? I've been playing Nier finally because it's free on
the
Game
new one.
Pass.
Is it the new remake, right?
No. I'm not playing the new one. I'm playing the old one, Automata.
Oh, okay.
Automata, yeah.
Well, that's technically the second, right? Anyway,
it's storyline one. Yeah, it's the latest one.
Anyway, Fall Guys. If you want a little derpy, chubby jelly bean version of 2B.
When I saw that, I was like, nobody asked for this. Like, who out there was like, who I really want to play as in Fall Guys? 2B. Like,
2B is like one of the most popular anime gaming characters, isn't she? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, she's really popular. Yeah, there's a lot of people that want her in Smash, and she's total like waifu material. Rob, look her up.
But in not Fall Guys.
But not in Fall
no.
Guys.
You don't have to look her up, dude. All the cosplay girls do it all the time. Like I know who 2B is.
Okay, my apologies. When I saw you nodding your head or like shaking your head, I thought you were saying it as in like ugh.
Oh,
but no,
because I didn't see the Fall Guys version, and it's just a blob in her clothes.
Yeah, it's a blob in her clothes. Like, it looks so stupid. Like, I was like, who wanted this?
It looks all right. It looks all right.
No, it doesn't. It does not look.
Let me see. Let me take a look. Oh my god.
The the one with like Fall Guys and Bomberman, that was fine because there was a collab where they both put like each other in each other's games. So like, there's a Fall Guy, like I think there's like a Fall Guys bomber, and then there's a Bomberman costume in Fall Guys. That's cool because you can actually, what I mean? Like, they work. They're both cartoony, like it works. But you're putting 2B like an anime, like I guess
very detailed character model.
Very detailed, like and like kind of realistic looking like character in Fall Guys. It's like where her main attraction to like her character model. She's very like attractive, like she's model like, yeah. Is a very like aesthetically pleasing character to look at, like super cool looking and a complete and total badass. Like if you since you're playing Automata right now, Chris, I think you can see that already. And
I think it would have been cool if like they just showed like a guy like inside of the suit, like like a mascot wearing his head sticking out in the middle or whatever.
Yeah, but like the one collab that was cool was when they put 2B in Soul Calibur. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
But like, Fall Guys, I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool for those who are excited about it, but for the 3 people who are excited about it, I'm happy for you because it really is one of those like, why?
Fall Guys soon, since you're playing, Johnny.
About people hating on Fortnite collabs, and you're giving all this salt to Fall Guys.
Yeah, because I mean, at least with the Fortnite collabs, like it still looks, cool. Like it still looks good. Like we're gonna, you get Thor in there. He looks like Thor. You know what I mean? Like, you get Rick. Like he looks like Rick, but you're getting Fall Guys
Sure,
2B. Sure. It's like it doesn't.
You're
make
jelly
sense.
Beans, man. It's not meant to be realistic.
Look, one thing we can all agree on is at least they got the the crossover animations correctly per model. Like Rick looks great. The Beam 2B girl looks great in terms of movement. In movement, she moves like a Fall Guy, right? But
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat is so bad. Like,
Oh my god, get out of here, Ryu.
like, have you seen Crouching Light Cake from Terminator? Like, it's so bad. He's just
Well, you have to think of it like this too. Can you ever see the Terminator do a crouching light kick in his movies? No, so they got to make.
don't let him kick. You Balrog, just don't let him kick.
Don't let him kick.
Yeah.
All right, that's your one Mortal Kombat reference for this episode, man.
Yes. All right. When's next week's spot? Oh, shoot. All right, never mind.
Yeah. Any others? Any others? Anyone getting Loki charms?
Anyone?
Oh, those are so hard to get.
Wait, what was the question?
Loki
Charms.
charms cereal.
Loki-
Loki
Loki charms,
charms. I heard
Mischiefully
that.
delicious. That's what the website is. Mischiefully delicious.
think if they have like some sort of like tradable, is there something inside of it that's trade collectible, or is
The
it
box.
just the box?
Just the
Okay.
box.
Well, at least no one's gonna open it and like snatch it up like the Pokemon stuff.
Oh, speaking of like
Pokemon cards?
merch or just merch in general too. Like today they released released the KK slider Build-A-Bear.
Ooh.
Which-
Looks so. This one looks really derpy.
Yeah, he
I
does
think.
look pretty dirt, but I did order it though, so
I think
I ordered one for
it's-
my girlfriend.
It's cute looking, but his
Yeah.
body's proportions are really funny to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, which he does, but you know, the Isabel one is really cute. And what I thought is cool about the KK slider one too is that he has like disco KK. So I'm hoping that he actually like, because we don't get to hear the sound until I get it. But I'm really hoping that it actually is him playing it and not like the one that plays at your house. You know, like the one if you were to watch his live performance. Yeah, I hope it's that because that'd be really cool.
They should have like made him like sitting, like just. And at least it would hide the weird proportion. He looks like the first time you ever saw like Kermit the Frog run in like full screen. Not in the Muppets movie. He's,
Oh, I guess
Or he's
it
like
is
riding a
someone-
bike.
yeah, you're just like, what the heck is this? That's what
he
he
does
looks
look pretty. His body proportions do look pretty derpy because normally his head is supposed to be like ginormous, right?
like. Right.
And then like compared to
Yeah.
the rest of his body.
But I don't think there was a way to make it work, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, because Isabel and like Tom Nook worked decently, I
Yeah,
guess.
they do.
Yeah, like at least Isabel works really well, but I mean
Well-
Tom Nook looks a bit derpy, but
Maybe
It's
if you
okay.
gave him like a suit or like I don't know, some clothes.
no, but that's the thing. KK Slider never wears clothes. Like even in his DJ KK persona, he literally just wears a hat and glasses. Like he doesn't wear clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah,
nudist.
You're right.
Yeah, that's the thing. He never wears clothes.
That's
I think-
hilarious. He doesn't wear clothes.
I think there is an instance where you can
Oh, he
give
does.
him an outfit, and I think that's in Amiibo Festival.
Looks like he's wearing clothes here, but I don't
Yeah,
know. what this
but I
is
think
for.
that's from Amiibo Festival though, because
Okay,
Amiibo
okay.
Festival, like you can unlock costumes for the characters that you play as. So like, yeah, KK Slider does have clothes in those aspects.
The hat and glasses look good on him.
Yeah, that's his DJ KK persona.
Yeah.
That was a character that was in New Leaf that we don't
That's
have
so
in
dope.
New
I wish
Horizons.
wish he played DJ in
Yeah,
New
it's
Horizons.
kind of upsets me because in New Leaf there was literally like a little area, kind of like a multi-purpose room, but like it would turn into a club on like certain nights, and then KK Slider was there DJing, and then you could actually like start dancing in the club. It was cool. So I'm like, what? How come that didn't make a return in New Horizons?
That's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, so he's coming in. Hopefully he looks pretty cool. Hopefully he doesn't look like he's not like super derpy. But
Bring him
either
on
way,
the pod when you get him.
you want to see Isabel? I think I have Isabel somewhere.
Oh, they did. Maybe this was announced already, but Axiom Verge 2 had like a pretty extended like trailer.
Mhm.
I don't know if anyone played the first one. It's supposedly a really good Metroidvania. made by
Yeah, that's what
Miyagi.
I've heard. I've actually been meaning to play it, like
Yeah.
been wanting to play it. Another one that got announced. I guess Sky Children of Light is coming to the Switch. I mean, I don't know if it was announced
Which one's
It
recently.
was
that?
announced, but there is a release date. They finally
Oh, is-
announced.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
from that game company or who's
Yeah,
that game
is.
company. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's from that game company. That's a
Oh,
literal
oh,
name.
game company.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. So the director, I was like, somebody's name is Genova Chen, and then turns out like he just named himself Genova, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, they showed off like a little bit of like. I mean, they had a deep dive of more of Overwatch 2, like a few weeks ago. I just think just one of the biggest like things about
Momentum.
that is that like they are doing 5-on-5 instead of 6 versus 6 now in Overwatch 2. So I think that's going to be interesting.
Because they don't have enough people playing. Oh,
Ah!
Ooh.
And then what else?
uh,
I mean, Back for Blood is like new trailer.
I'm excited for that. What
Mhm.
else?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Fast and the Furious vehicles arrive in Rocket League next week.
I'm more excited for Tekken.
To Ken. It's to Ken.
Tekken, sorry. Proudly.
These are our people. I
You
can't
guys
believe
remember
it.
Tekken?
You guys.
You know what's funny? Like this back before the Game Awards. What was it called before that? The VGAs? Spike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
V
believe so.
Spikes VGAs.
Yeah. So Tyrese was on was one of the hosts, and I don't know why he was there. I think he was like a voice actor for a game, but he was just like, man, oh yeah, he was just presenting the award for best video game music. And he's just like, yo, I love video game music. Hey, do you guys remember this one? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da. And I'm just like, yes, that's the most popular video game. Like I was ready. I was like, expecting something like you could have been at least a
Difficult?
little bit original. Yeah, you could have chose the second most popular song. That would have been great.
Could've- Where are the
Like
Contra
Zelda.
songs, man?
You could have done like the rendition of any of the Final Fantasy music, Tyrese, and you
You could have done like the original Donkey Kong arcade, boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, that too.
Sonic Symphony Orchestra. Did you catch it?
No, was it cool?
I
Like,
mean, it was good, but like it was just this like one song, I think, or maybe two, and they said catch the full thing June 29th, something like that.
hey, so what did Weezer do?
They did that song from that game you saw, that
Oh,
tweeted game.
I just saw I just saw like Nintendo tweeted something about it, and I was like, Weezer. That's all I thought. I don't know. I didn't watch it, so I don't know what was going on with that. All right.
Did you know that
Huh.
Did you know that they do the song in Frozen 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Into
They're
the
pretty
Unknown.
good,
Oh no, not
actually.
Into
I
the
like their-
Unknown. Lost in the Woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lost in the
their
Woods.
version is really good.
Yeah, I remember tripping out like when the credits were rolling and then Lost in the Woods started playing, and I was like, wait a second, this is
His
Weezer.
voice is so clearly him.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to Weezer on Pandora
Mhm.
when that song came
came
on,
up?
and I was like, where the hell is this from?
Right.
Like, but doesn't it sound like an actual like a Weezer song and not one something in
It's
Frozen?
not bad.
Yeah.
If you can actually watch the music video, it's basically him like cosplaying as Kristoff. Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty good.
what?
Huh.
Huh,
I went
interesting.
through a Weezer phase a couple years ago, and now I can't stand him. I don't know what happened.
I went through a Weezer phase in high school, and that was it.
Okay, it's June 23rd for the full performance. Probably going to be streamed online, so
Yeah,
check that
for
out.
free, right? We're talking about the Sonic Orchestra.
I'm thinking free. I was talking about the Weezer Orchestra.
Oh.
No, yeah, the Sonic one. Sonic for sure.
What's with these homies?
Weezer doing Escape from the City.
What's with these homies at the speed of sound?
I'm trying to think of how they would sing that, and I can't think of it right. Like too fast in my head right now.
Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly. All right.
Okay, so
I think all of the big ones will happen before we meet next, or unless you guys plan on live streaming any of them. The Nintendo one's on Tuesday at freaking 9 a.m.
I mean, I'm gonna do so. I mean, I announced that last week, but yeah, for sure, I'm gonna be doing a live stream of Nintendo's Direct at 9 a.m. So I don't know. Rob said he might join me. I don't know if Ryu can.
Is it 9 a.m.? I could
Yeah,
probably.
9 a.m. Tuesday.
I should be okay. That's upcoming Tuesday. Yeah, I could do.
Yeah. So
Dude,
we'll be there. We'll be watching it. Be there to join
So
us,
many
guys.
good
If you want to watch it with us. Hopefully, like we have some really crazy stuff, and hopefully we have some cool things there. So
That way we can get all those hate comments from all you folk again. On
yeah,
our reaction videos.
We'll desync our stream on purpose.
Well, if it's gonna be, if let's just
Crimson
say, man,
Desert.
all I'm saying, Rob, is that if the Smash Brothers character is like a Fortnite character, prepare for some hate. You know what I mean? Like, because I already know Rob's gonna react very negatively to that.
You can count me in. I'm
Just
already
gonna drop my stuff and walk out.
When you're gone. Okay. So yeah, I think that probably will wrap it up for us here tonight at Metro Kingdom Radio. So thank you everyone for listening to us and allow us to say our goodbyes. Rob,
Bye.
Ryu,
Rocket launcher. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
and Chris.
Ding, Tyrese.
What's first? I've heard that song. What song is that?
Dun live and learn. Dun hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
What's it
I,
about?
don't- I tried to
Tekken?
Weezer it doesn't work. And for me, your host, J-Playstar, thank you everyone for listening to us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Metro King Radio. Tweet at us. Ask us questions and anything you want us to talk about on the pod.
Talk
We'll
about
totally
Tekken or Tekken or
you know what I
Taiken,
mean? Like
whatever.
if you wanted that Tekken, man. Yeah, and then subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit that bell for notifications, so whenever we go live, or when we don't upload videos, but we're going live on Tuesday, maybe a little before 9. I don't know what we'll do before that. Maybe we'll talk a little more. Maybe I'll just play some games. Who knows? But
Pillow
yeah.
talk?
So yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
a pre-show
And
from
then,
8 to 9.
oh really?
Mm-hmm.
A Nintendo pre-show?
E3 pre-show, which might not be Nintendo, but it's probably going to talk about it a bit.
Because this is the last thing essentially, and then there's a treehouse. Ooh, are we gonna watch the whole treehouse?
There's
Rob's
that's like 2
nah.
hours. And then
Yeah.
there's also Bandai Namco that afternoon, and then there's an awards show at 5. And
Okay.
then there's Steam on Wednesday. Jesus, it keeps on going. There's a lot of stuff later in June too.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, either way. Sorry, yawning. Nintendo Direct Tuesday. Join us there, 9 a.m. Pacific time, and yeah, download our podcast wherever you download podcasts, like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Animal Crossing Pocket Cast, and over here on our home at Podbean. So, thank you everyone for listening to us, and until next time, we shall catch you on the Switch side.
God dang, you faked me out. Oh, shit. Get me out.
What if like Tyrese was like at that award show, right? And he was like, "Hey, I love video game music. Do you guys like this one? Rolling around at the speed of sound."
I would let Tyrese become a Smash Brothers character if he did that.
Yeah, but no, he would have like more R&B to it, so he would have been more like rolling around at the speed of sound.
You know, Smash Brothers, they're like
a little bit smoother or something, you know?
Let me tell you, baby.
There you
We're
go.
talking about Sonic Adventure 2. Escape
He
from
doesn't even
City.
talk like that. What does he? Oh, he doesn't. He's an R&B singer. Yeah.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
You got me speeding. He's not Keith Sweat, but that's okay. That's fine. I want Keith Sweat to do